She's walking through the clouds with a circus mind that's running wild. Butterflies and zebras and fairy tales, that's all she thinks about. Riding with the wind. When I'm sad, she comes to me with 1,000 smiles she gives to me free. It's all right, she said, it's all right. Take anything you want from me. Anything. Our good buddy and our old drummer, Rainey The Dippin, joined us on the drums for that song. Give him a round of applause. Thank you, Randy.
Comes in on the 5. You like it?
I like that one.
This one's for you, Jesse.
Yeah, good.
You got it.
Yeah. That's like bluegrass.
You know what?
We have 10 minutes.
Here I am.
You got it, bro. You just
Here I am, baby, knocking on your door again. Here I am, knocking on your door again. See, the love that you gave me won't drive me insane. They call me a lover man. I've been out with a lot of girls. Something you got, baby, changed my whole world. Here I am, knocking on your door again. It's the love that you gave me, baby, drive me insane. Oh, come on, Jimmy. Man's desire, use a poor man's gold. But when it come to money, honey, you can have everything I own. Every man's desire to have his wealth and gold. What's the problem, man, when the whole world loses soul? Here I am, baby, knocking on your door again. The love that you gave me, baby, don't drive me insane. Here I am, baby. Here I am, baby. Knocking on your door. You can't see him, he's standing behind me over here, but Sacramento Blues Hall of Famer Chris Ferreira on the bass guitar. Let me hear you, Chris. Let me hear some bass and drums for a little bit.
I smell something funky
Here I am, baby, knocking on your door again. Here I am, baby, knocking on your door again. See, the love that you gave me will drive me insane. Desire, use a poor man's gold. When it come to money, honey, you can have everything I own. Every man's desire to have his wealth and gold. Well, that's the problem, man, when the whole world loses soul. Here I am, baby, knocking on your door, yeah. The love that you gave me will drive me insane. Here I am, baby, baby. Here I am, baby. Here I am, baby. You guys want to hear one more song? If by some grace of God a White Claw could find its way up here to the stage,
that would be two.
2 White Claws. I would. My throat's getting a little dry here.
It's probably from all the White Claws.
Anybody can bring a White Claw up here. If not, it's fine. I understand. I'm gonna tune up and give that a minute. Jesse Jennings, it's been so nice to play music with you today. Oh,
yeah. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I've been having a blast. Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Really nice to meet you.
By the way, I think those White Claws are on my tab.
Well, thank you very much.
No, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for choosing to come see us tonight. And spend your hard-earned money on a little cover charge so we can get paid for doing what we love. We love you guys. Thank you so much. each other. They love each other. Lord, you can see that is true. Lord, you can see that is true. Oh, Lord, you can see that is true. Now he could pass the time around some other line, but you know he chose this place beside her. Don't get in the way. There's nothing you can say, nothing that you need to add or do. They love each other. Lord, you can see that is true. Oh, Lord, you can see that is true. Oh, Lord, you can see that is true. Jimmy Taylor, y'all. Explain like a diesel train. You better not be there when it rolls over. When that train pulls in, you won't know where it's been. You gotta try to see a little further. They love each other. Lord, you can see that is true. Oh, Lord, you can see that is true.
true.
Oh no, you
Can you see that is true?
Oh no,
Can you see that is true?
oh no,
Can you see that is true?
oh no,
Can't you see that is true?
that is true. You can see that is true. You can see that is true. Lord, you can't see that is true. You can see that is true. Lord, you can see that is true. Thank you guys so much, y'all. Thank you. We'll see you next time.